Hi, my name is Yenny, and I'm a good friend of Wendy. She asked me to speak to you all about my high school experience, which was many years ago. Well, I've learned a lot since then, and I wanted to share some advice to help you during this time. High school for me wasn't too bad. I didn't get picked on or bullied, but I wasn't part of the popular crowd either. I was fortunate enough to have a few good friends to get me through, but I know how hard it can be. For example, just picking a seat during lunch was stressful if I didn't see anyone that I know. I remember back then when we all wanted to just fit in and be liked, but the funny thing is, as we leave high school, we tend to want to be our own person and unique and different. Fitting in wasn't important anymore because we realized it's not about popularity, it's just more about our future and what we're going to do for the rest of our life. Down the road, you'll also realize how much better it is to have a few quality friends over a lot of so-so friends. So just make sure you cherish your friendship and build on your relationship. All of my best and closest friends are the ones I made and met in elementary school and after college. Some advice I would like to give you guys would be first to be kind to others and surround yourself with smart, successful, and positive people. Growing up, I realized what my mom said was true. You are who you hang out with. So what that means is when you surround yourself with positive, successful people, you tend to want to strive to be just like them or more. Because ultimately, when you get older, you've got to figure out what's ahead in your future and what's the best for you. Turn to the Lord and pray to Him to be your guide. Secondly, with social media, you have to be careful what you post online because those are your permanent records. Ask yourself if it's something you want out there forever. And keep in mind that future employer can deny you of jobs based on what they find out about you online. Also, there is so much negativity and bullying online nowadays that I really suggest the old saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Because you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings and you don't want to create tensions between friends, and at the same time you don't want that happening to you or be done onto you. Okay, and thirdly, if you're not sure what to major in or what you want to do with your future, please consider fields such as science, technology, engineering, and math. Careers in these fields are very needed. And lastly, if you get through these years in high school, I promise you there is so much more to look forward to. The best time of my life was probably in college and after college. There was never any pressure for me to be someone I'm not, and that made things a lot easier. Well, I hope I was able to help in any small way. Just hang in there, guys, and keep praying to God because He has all the answers. Thanks.
Hey girls, my name is Laura. I am a high school math teacher. I am married to the most amazing man in the world. I am a mom to a 2-year-old who is about to become a big brother. And this is my high school story. I began following Jesus at a very young age. And I begin with that because I fully believe that if that were not the case, I would not be who I am today, and I certainly would not have been who I was in high school. I didn't have your typical high school experience in the eyes of many. I was never part of the party scene, and I never dated anyone. Instead, I was very involved in sports and church all year long. I ran track, I ran cross country, I played soccer, and I was involved in Bible studies and D groups, and pretty much anything my church had to offer, I was part of it. So to some, that may sound boring and uneventful, and at times I believed that as well. But when I look back on all the fun that I had and all the great relationships that I built, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I don't have any regrets. In fact, one of the best parts about never dating anyone, which I know sounds crazy, but one of the best parts was that since I never dated anyone until I met my husband, I got to tell him that he was all of my first hand to hold, my first kiss, my first everything. And he loves it. So I hope you can be encouraged by my story and know that you don't have to live according to the world's standards in order to enjoy high school. You don't have to have a high school experience that you look back on and regret. So I'm going to leave you with this. It's a verse that I held on to in high school. It's from Romans 12:2, and it says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect."